continuing story of Peyton Place. Starring Dorothy Malone as Constance Mackenzie, Ed Nelson as Michael Rossi, Mia Farrow as Allison Mackenzie, Ryan O'Neill as Rodney Harrington, Barbara Parkins as Betty Anderson, Tim O'Connor as Elliot Carson, Christopher Connolly as Norman Harrington.
A desperate emergency call brings Dr. Michael Rossi and Stella Chernak to the Peyton house. For one of the men inside the Peyton house, every second, every breath could bring death.
Where is he?
In the living room.
Stella. Papa. Papa. I was upstairs, officer, when I heard the noise, and I rushed down.
How'd he get in the house?
Well, he must have forced his way in through the French doors in the back.
Roll up his sleeve.
Dr. Rossi, could you please do something for Mr. Peyton? His pulse is much too rapid.
Just a moment.
He's gonna make it this time, isn't he? Just one more time, he's gonna make it. It's all right, Papa. Everything's gonna be all right. You see, Dr. Rossi is... Why is his face so cold?
Stella, there's nothing more I can do for him.
You save him. Do you hear me?
Stella, he's hemorrhaging badly. He's in shock. What I've given him can only help him temporarily.
Stella, I only wanted my job back. I only asked.
I know, Papa. You see, he's talking all right now.
Stella.
Do you hear the siren, Papa? The ambulance is coming. They're going to take you to the hospital.
Stella, don't go. Don't go.
No, Papa.
Upper arm, doctor.
Yes.
Don't fall asleep, Papa. Please don't fall asleep.
Promise.
They come from the hospital, Papa. They're gonna make you all warm. Take it away. He's trying to tell me something. What is it? Tell me, Papa. Papa, I love you. Tell me.
You make him pay for killing Joey. You make him pay. Promise. Promise.
Oxygen. Give him oxygen. Give him the oxygen! He can't breathe! How do you expect him to breathe with a thing like that over his face?
Well, how are you feeling, Mr. Peyton?
Oh, Doctor, could I ask Mr. Peyton a few questions?
Yes, I think so. Who are you?
Goddard, Mr. Peyton. Sergeant Goddard. I want you to tell me what happened.
I noticed you arrived with Miss Chernak.
Yes, I did.
Pity Gus Chernak was so self-destructive.
Leave my father alone.
Glass of water, Mrs. Gordon. Yes. Thank you.
Leave my father alone, do you hear me?
Sergeant, do you subscribe to the idea, expressed in the Latin phrase, de mortuis nil nisi bonum? It means, speak only good of the dead.
I want you to tell me the truth about what happened, Mr. Peyton.
Ah, he demands to know the truth. Gus Chernak forced himself in here to get even with me because I fired him from the mill. I believe he came here to kill me. He attacked me with my cane. If he hadn't collapsed, he would have succeeded.
Liar. Liar. He couldn't have attacked you. He was dying. He didn't care about that. He had nothing left that mattered. Except his stupid job at your mill. All he wanted was to get his job back. You miserable, greedy old man, you don't understand that, do you? My father came here to beg for his job. He was hurt inside. He was too sick to harm your precious, shriveled up old body. You could have given him what he wanted. You could have let him be happy before he died. If you had one drop of human blood in you, you would have let him have a few moments' peace. He was dying. God knows how he found the strength to get here from the hospital. He did not have the strength to harm you, or attack you, or do anything except humble himself in order to get back the only shred of decency he had. How dare you stab him with your lies?
Bravo, Miss Chernak. You've learned well from your father the only trick he ever knew. Every word you've just said is a lie, based on an element of truth, but twisted and corrupted into one contemptible lie.
He was dying.
That's the only shred of truth in what you've said. Your father was dying. And for his death, I feel pity for him, if he suffered too much or too long. But for his life, I feel only contempt, disgust.
Disgust?
Yes, disgust. In that primitive mind of yours, you already suspect the real truth. In that vicious, snarling mind of yours, you're haunted by the truth. Like a mortally wounded wild beast, your father, up to the moment of his death, was capable of powerful, desperate violence. 24 hours ago, in a drunken rage, he demolished machinery at the mill. Out of leniency, I merely had him fired. I should have had him arrested, sent him to jail, made him pay for the damage he'd done. But the ridiculous thing is, he would have understood that. Perhaps I did him a disservice. By his violence, he was begging to be punished, begging to be put away, begging to be locked up. But people like you and your father never let go. Creatures like you and your father, once you've got your grip, never let go until you've dragged your victim down to the muddy darkness where you crawl. Your father came here for revenge, as if by that he might somehow prove himself a good provider, a good father, a hero, a man.
At least my father was human, which is more than anyone can say of you, Mr. Peyton.
Anna, get rid of these people.
You don't have to come with us, Stella. All right, get Eric right in front.